Hi, my loves, and welcome to this practice of feeling into the physical, energetic, and emotional borders or boundaries of our bodies. So, it's going to be a little somatic practice, not super active or physical, but you will need to come up to standing, and you will just need a space where you can reach your arms to their completely outstretched length in either direction. So, very much like the give me space meditation, this might be a nice practice to come into. Perhaps if you're going into a social situation where you want to create, even if it's not communicated with anyone else, create this sense of a safe space around you, around the borders of the body. It also might be a nice somatic practice to come into if you are about to set some boundaries. That will be a more in-depth conversation for another workshop, but this is really kind of feeling into the physical space, the energetic space around you. Again, it could be communicated with others, it could just be something that you have in your own mind's eye when you go into some perhaps challenging situations. So when you're ready, we're going to start just feeling into the physical borders of the body with a little bit of a brushing exercise. This can feel really soothing for our nervous system. So we're going to start opposite hand to shoulder and just very slowly, gently brush down. Could be on top of your clothes, could be on skin, how I'm doing. Brushing down the whole length of your arm there. And just start to drop into some nice slow, soft breaths. There might be a bit of a bend in the knees, a bit of softness there. All the way down off the fingertips as if you're brushing a layer of dust or water off the body. Just feeling into the physical boundaries of your body, switching to the other side as and when you feel ready. You might start to soften the eyes or perhaps even close the eyes so you can really focus on the sensation, the gentle therapeutic touch of hand on your own skin, on your own body, all of the receptors that we have there. Soft breath into the belly, right the way off the fingertips. And then just to point into a place that feels good for you, we'll start to brush down the front of the body, the sides of the body, back of the body, and down the front of the legs to the ankles if you can reach, but don't stress if not. It's more of an energetic brushing down, so perhaps just imagining if you can't quite reach there, nice slow strokes all the way down the length of the legs, again as if you're brushing off this layer of dust, water, down the backs of the legs. Nice slow breath in, slow breath out. Very slowly rolling your way back up to stand, giving the shoulders a little roll when you get there. You might even brush the hands through the hair or over the top of the head. Maybe across the forehead, maybe just gently across the surface of the face with the fingertips there. Anywhere else your hands want to drift to, perhaps a little bit of therapeutic touch, gentle squeeze of the shoulders. And if it feels comfortable, we're going to bring one hand to heart, one hand to belly. If this immediately doesn't feel comfortable for you, see if you can find some way of bringing your hands to your body, perhaps a little self-cuddle, somewhere that you can connect into your body with a little bit of gentle physical touch as you start to soften and close the eyes. Nice slow breaths here, noticing anywhere you're holding tension that you don't need to be. So obviously standing requires a bit of activation and effort, but can you perhaps relax the knees a touch? Are you squeezing the glutes? Can you relax and soften around the tailbone? Perhaps there's a little sway side to side. Sliding your shoulder blades down into your back pockets. Relaxing your jaw, your eyebrows. It's like everything, we want it to come from a place of kindness. Whether that's a boundary within yourself, a boundary with others. See if we can continually bring it back to the heart, back to it coming from a place of kindness. When you're ready here, you can keep the eyes closed if you like. Start to reach your hands out either side of you as far as they'll go. You might even create little gentle stop signs with your hands, your wrists. So feeling into that space as far as you can, either side of the body. You might even imagine or feel the texture of the air here. And just start to move your arms, your hands around your space as if you're in a giant bubble and you're feeling into the borders, the edges of that bubble. So you might turn the body, you might reach the hands up, you might be reaching them behind you. You are welcome to open the eyes if the balance is a little bit wobbly here, but really kind of feeling into your space rather than getting distracted of what's around us or what I'm doing. Feeling into that whole border, that whole little invisible bubble, safe space around the body, your little energetic bubble or sphere. You might even fold forwards and feel down to the ground. We'll take a few breaths here. There's no wrong or right way to do this. We're just feeling into, as far as we can, the space around us. Couple more breaths, feeling into that space, your space. And then bring the hands back down. You can either rest them by your sides, or again, you might bring the hands back to the body. Anywhere that feels soothing, comforting, grounding, but you can really start to connect in. So can you keep that space, that bubble, that sphere in your mind's eye? So imagining, much like we do in the meditation, this sphere, you might imagine a colour, a texture, this bubble all the way around your body. As well as choosing the colour and the texture, how does it feel inside your bubble? How does it feel inside your safe space with your feet really firmly rooted to the ground, a spread of the toes? How does it feel inside this little energetic bubble, a safe space? And perhaps you allow yourself to think about how you want it to feel. Is it more joyful? Is it more safety? More peaceful? More positive? More focused? A whole range of things, and this can change day to day every time we practice this. Just allowing yourself again to feel into this energetic bubble, this space around you. It's not that we're building a solid wall. It's a bubble, it's malleable. You can put your energy out, you can receive energy in. You might even think of it as a little vibe check bubble. Is it energy that you want to allow in? Do you have enough energy to put that energy out? So it can flow in and out of this little bubble, but you decide. You call the shots. We'll take 3 more slow breaths here. And then again, you might just slowly come back to your space, perhaps moving the body, perhaps moving the eyes. Just knowing that you have got this little energetic bubble anytime you like. I like to imagine that it kind of lives, resides right in the center of my body, and I could boop, pop it out anytime I need. Let me know how you get on with these practices. It can bring up a lot, so you might want to take a moment now to journal around that. Otherwise, I'm sending you lots of loving, wonderful energy from my little bubble to your little bubble, and I'll see you